Well, this is the quorum for talk members because Beheim and Amelia are both out today. So, and I don't think we discussed at the last meeting because Amelia kind of ran the board in Beheim's absence. We didn't set up anyone to do this one. So I don't know if anything is really much to be discussed. I mean, I don't know if folks are aware of PRs or something we want to look at. Or, I mean, I'll start filling out the template here in the meeting notes just so we have, we came and met.
There's no updates today from like a working group?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think the idea, the discussion was that we pause the updates during the vacation time because
Makes sense.
I think there's one RFC that is due today. We started the 1 week final comment period, but that's basically it.
Well, you're free to table that and just scrap this meeting if you'd like to and get to that next week, or just have a little mini meeting.
We have quorum, right? We can like close the RFC thing.
You've got quorum, yeah. The one thing I did want to mention, I think you can start recording like and do that in just a second, but I just want to kind of throw out a last call for any comments on that, the clause for cloud.gov, since this is all TOC folks here. Basically last call for any objections to that. Is that got a couple thumbs up there on in the TOC private channel, but
is there? Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Ruben, you want to take a look at the clause, just kind of, we don't actually need the TOC to vote on this.
No, I understand.
So, but I just wanted to give a last opportunity. It looks like Stephan and Amelia already gave a thumbs up, and I know that Chris is okay with it. So just figured I'd give a last chance before I send it on to the governing board.
Also, if somebody wants to take the notes, I don't have the ability to apparently edit the ongoing document.
That's my problem as well. I can only go into this proposal mode. I don't know.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, great. I will send this on to the governing board this week, and I don't foresee any problems there. There might be a bit of a review time with if SAP or, well, actually any of the, if SAP, Comcast, or VMware want to send this on to the legal counsel, then there might be some delay. But I don't anticipate any pushback from the governing board on this. So we'll see. Okay, well, thank you. And yes, I will let you then continue with the official CloudFoundry TOC call today.
Who's gonna run it? Like, who's gonna do the introduction?
Great question.
Yeah. I feel like Chris McGowan was like filling in the template, which feels a bit like.
I tried, but it won't let me save it because I don't have edit access.
Oh.
And Stephan's the same way. He can't edit it either.
Yeah.
Ruben, do you have edit access to the TOC notes?
Allegedly, maybe. I don't know.
Can you give me edit access to the TOC notes too, Ruben?
Yes, but like where? Share. Yes. Where's your? Can you put your email address in the chat? That useful? Probably doesn't show up before the recording, right?
Yep.
And if I need to add others.
Yeah, I just did Stephan, Chris.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I can also send, yes.
Put it in the chat. Hopefully that was the right email. I never know as whom I'm logged in, so I sent you another email.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
What's a small m? It's this one.
Okay. For redundancy's sake. Does that work?
Hang it now. It gives me edit mode. Yep, I have edit mode now.
Thank you, Ruben. I feel like somewhere Eric Malm has had a tab open for like the last 4 months. He's just sitting here logged into this.
Alrighty, so scrolling back. Only action items we had from last week was Ruben, you had to run a script for the RFC 640, and I believe that's done, right?
Yeah, I did that, but I did run into some issues because apparently it only works for merge commits, and I think it was a rebase was done, so it went wrong, and then I had to push another commit. But yes, it's done.
Future. So in the future, it should be a merge commit, not a rebase.
Yeah.
Right. If there's any PRs that are up at this point.
The at help the readiness check.
Readiness check one. So RFC 630. Put it in the chat here.
Yeah. Do we want to start the recording?
It's been recording actually the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't stopped project, so
It's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we did the final comment period on this one, ending for today. No other additional comments it looked like have come across.
Yeah. So that means we're gonna vote, and then it's gonna be, or
Yeah.
we can approve it and then merge it, and not rebase
And run the script.
and run
The
the
magic.
script.
All right, we have 3 approvals. So unless there's any objections. All right, so we want to do this as a create a merge commit. Okay,
Yes.
done. Now, is that script automatic or is that something somebody has to run?
You have to run it.
Okay.
It is in the TOC. Let me find the script. It's in TOC and then RFCs, and then there's some scripts. Assign RFC number sh. It's in the chat.
Right. So that takes care of that from the community board, and then other items, other business incorporating supply chain fixes.
Files.
Files, sorry. Files.
Yeah, that's a discussion that was started in the Bosch Director repository. That's where we discuss working group internal things, but I thought maybe a wider audience is appropriate, like maybe more people are interested into this. This is the starting point. This is just a discussion about like standardizing the way we incorporate corporate SBOMs and other attestation files into a Bosch release. And there's like follow-up things that probably also will end up in an RFC around how we are gonna create those attestations and how we want to secure our builds further, but this is like a prerequisite for that. So there isn't much functionality discussed here. It's more about like, I don't know, standardizing, creating a convention around like how we're gonna incorporate these things. So yeah, it's the first step. Maybe it actually makes sense. We have an open issue around this, right? About supply chain security. Maybe it makes sense to cross-link or post a reference to this discussion in there. I'm gonna do that. I think Eric created that a long time ago. Yes, I identify and implement CFF-wide standards to support supply chain risk management. 373.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it's definitely interesting and something that from the CloudGov side, we would actually be interested in, because we're actually going through a bit of work on our side now to scan and validate upstream items that we're taking in. And we're actually potentially looking at a work stream of ourselves of taking the baseline CF Linux FS4 image and actually hardening it. Because again, there's some stuff that doesn't meet CIS benchmarks and a couple other things that could potentially be in there. So, but yeah, as we get more on our side, as we get more and more governmental compliance around FIPS 140 and some other aspects of it, you know, we definitely have to validate where stuff comes upstream. So this is definitely beneficial.
Yeah, the idea is that this would allow you all to shift left at responsibility, right? So in the end, the release authors would be declaring what they're shipping in hopefully a trustworthy way, like that aspect, the trust aspect, that's going to be the follow-up RFC. This is just about embedding it, and how we're going to make it trustworthy is the next step. But ideally, in the end, you should be able to verify how the SBOM was generated, and then just consume it. Because as we all know, scanning these things after the fact can lead to varying results. Yes. With regards to hardening the Linux FS4, then I assume you're also interested in that stacks proposal, right? For multiple stacks.
Yeah. I mean, we're
regards
just
to-
in the discovery phase of it right now. So we have a couple of the engineers on the squad are starting to take a look and go through, because it's obviously, you know, in current state with CF, it's a pretty big matrix, because you have the base image for CF FX Linux 4, and then you have to think about when a build pack is on top of it in the staging phase, and you get the different build packs. So again, it kind of spread. But we have a requirement that's coming in on a NIST standard that basically we need to regularly scan and update and secure containers that are used inside of our environment. So like we've taken the low hanging fruit initially now, and like our internal concourse task containers and stuff like that, we've done it on. But now we're expanding it to the actual platform.
So that's standard. Could you send me offline the link to that, or I don't know, put it in the doc? But what I'm interested in is like, is that around is that metadata based scanning, or is it like full container image scanning? Because like doing full container, because scanning is a bit convoluted, right? Like there's the creating an inventory of what software is in a thing, creating a catalog, and then there's the matching of the catalog against the CVE database.
Yep, and
Those
that's
things-
exactly what we're doing. We're going through with, I forget the one tool that they're using, I think it was USG, and then using Gripe to look at that, what was inside of it, and compare that to OpenCVEs.
Yeah, so you're doing the inventory part once, and then the scanning, the match thing you're doing on an interval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's the process they're going to take. So, and again, you know, depending on, it's against, the USG is using a CIS benchmark. I'm not sure which particular one, but that's the baseline that they're working with.
Mhm.
So again, we're in the discovery phases at this point, but it seems like there's a lot more interest coming around a lot of these, government requirements that are coming around in securing infrastructure around containers, and wanting to know full inventory of what's in it and what we can do to secure it. So, and eventually, I would assume get to this state as well. You know, there's always been some concern about upstream releases and where the stuff is truly coming from. Yes, you have the SHAs to compare the blobs when you're pulling stuff down, but that's really about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so this proposal for Bosch is mainly about the platform itself, right? And then there should be a similar story, I guess, on the application side, right? When doing a CF push, you are also interested, or more and more people starting to be interested in actually knowing what's in there. And Paquito is gonna help with that a bit.
Yep,
potentially.
definitely.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right. All righty. Guess last call for any other business topics anyone wants to discuss.
No, nothing. The only information that I'm then 4 weeks out of office.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yeah,
Yes.
see you back end of September.
Cool. All righty then. Well, I guess we can put this meeting to a close. All right, folks.
Thank
See you.
Bye.
Next
Have a
week.
nice time. See
All
you.
right. See you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.